Hey there, Cushla. It looks like, is it lunchtime, tea time? What are we up to now?
Bit of prepping for lunches and dinners, actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what have you got for us?
I'm doing a big bulk batch of roast veggies. A lot of starchy veggies in here too, so I'm talking about yams and parsnip, kumara, potato, pumpkin sort of in between, and a bit of cauliflower as well. And we're going to basically integrate these into lots of different meals through the week. So I'm just
Perfect.
getting them ready.
So is this a Sunday night type thing to do? When would you recommend people to do this?
It's whatever's easiest for them and what their work schedule looks like as well. Generally, if I'm going to put time and effort into prepping some vegetables like kumara and pumpkin, I would just make a whole heap because
Yep.
you're doing it anyway.
Yep.
And then you have it for the rest of the week
Yep.
or next few nights.
And
Yeah.
as you say, they mix well with pretty much everything, and
Right.
they're good, nutritious food that you can grab out at any stage.
Absolutely, and I think things like your kumara, for example, is such a good carbohydrate source, as is potato, and they're a lot, they're as natural as carbohydrates get. They're such a good energy source compared to things like, trying to bulk your meals up with lots of rice or bread and things. They're as natural as it gets, so
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Nice. And skin on, skin off. Do you want to grab a couple of those things and show us? Here, we can't zoom in too much because it's so sunny.
Yeah, we need sunnies on.
Isn't it? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about that?
So kumara, I would normally just leave the skin on unless it was really grubby or something. More fibre in there as well. It's that roughage that we need.
Yep.
The pumpkin, it depends. If you like the skin on pumpkin, then you can roast it and eat that as well. But I will take the skin off the pumpkin. The yams I'm just leaving as is, chopped up.
Yep.
Potato, I'll do the same because they're pretty clean. So just chop them up.
So from a nutritious perspective, is that where a bunch of the nutrients generally are held around the skin? Is that true, or have I just made that up?
No, you're right, partly right, but a lot of the dietary fibre is also in the skin, so it's
Okay.
that good roughage we like. So it's really good, and it also, with things like when you're consuming a carbohydrate, with the fibre in there, it does help to slow down that digestion of the carbs, so it releases the glucose more slowly into our bloodstream.
Which makes us feel fuller for longer.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
good
and
stuff.
stops those spikes, which come back down and then make you feel hungry not long after.
Yeah, good. So that's that glycemic index thing that
Yes.
you've talked about.
It is, yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well done. Good stuff. I'll let you keep hacking and chopping and
Great.
cutting, and we'll look to see what you come up with.
Great, sounds
Actually,
good.
you finished all the hacking and chopping, and now it's time to get it organised and fire it in the oven.
Yes, so on this tray we've got some cauliflower, potato, pumpkin. I just ended up leaving the skin on because it was too difficult to take it off.
Yep.
Yams, red onion, and then this one we've got some kumara, potato again, parsnip, carrots, and a bit of red onion there as well. So I'm just going to bake these with a little bit of olive oil. So I just drizzle a little bit over each one, and then we'll just add a little bit of salt and pepper on each as well. And you can add whatever seasonings you like, if you have some fresh herbs or, sorry, moving this way, whatever you fancy or whatever goes best with your favourite veggies. These are all very seasonal veggies, which is probably why they're all quite starchy ones as well. But again, that good natural carbohydrate source. So we'll just give them a really good mix all together.
And you've got baking paper under there as well. Does that mean that you don't have to do so much washing up afterwards?
I find it keeps it a bit cleaner, less mess, it makes it quite easy.
Yeah.
But some people say that baking paper can make them soggy, so it depends. I find the less goes better with oil and things. So just a little bit just to coat them. You don't need gallons of oil. And again, oil, it is a fat, and although it's a healthy fat, olive oil, it's still very energy dense, so you just want to be cautious of how much you're adding into your veggies and things as well.
Sure. Perfect.
Yeah. So we'll pop them in the oven we'll keep an eye on them, but I'd probably do 40-45 minutes for these, just how big they are, and we'll see how they go then.
Yeah, good job. Well done. Quick update on our roast veggies. How are they going, Cushla?
Pretty good. They've got about 5 minutes to go, and they're crisping up, getting nice and golden, smelling really good.
So not ready yet.
Oh, we'll give them another 5.
Okay, good to go. We're bleeping. It must mean it's action time.
Yes, food time. So these are the roast veggies. So we'll see how they are doing. Oh, steam. So that's some of them there. So that's like the cauliflower, yams, pumpkin. What else is on there? Red onion. And then the other one. They're looking pretty good for me. Yeah.
Cool.
All done.
And hopefully me as well.
Maybe.
Good job. Job done.